Doma Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, we watched Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, the second fight, Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, and there's a few good things in there, and I'm just going to make it quick. Listen, we're talking about if there is not anything wrong with Tyson Fury's gloves, right, or anything like that in the fight. This is what, after rewatching it, which I didn't want to do, because I want things to be cleared first so I can just rewatch it. I'm a Deontay Wilder fan, right? Guy that feels that Deontay Wilder's career was awesome, right? So, or is awesome. So, I am biased. I'm going for Deontay Wilder. So I didn't want to rewatch the fight until I see some clarity and some closure in some of the things that I think are major issues in that fight. So that's why I didn't rewatch it. But I had a little time. I said, I'm going to do this, right? And about to watch Lewis Hamilton in a minute, see if he can become the baddest dude in Formula One history. But, I said I got a little time. And I was noticing, right? Listen, bottom line, first thing is first. The crowd is disgusting. I don't think there's a country on the planet where have your champion be a lot smaller than an opponent in the heavyweight division or any division, and you're going for the bigger, more experienced opponent, right, who's from another country. Just doesn't happen. It's only an American thing. Boxing is beat the black guy. BTBG is what it is. This was on display. Watching in England when Kell Brook was a lot smaller than Gennady Golovkin. Everybody wasn't going for no damn Gennady Golovkin, right? So it's just the way it is. It's an America thing. It's ridiculous. It's disgusting, to be honest with you. There should have been a lot more Deontay Wilder fans in that crowd. Now, another thing, referee. I thought the referee when I first watched it, I didn't think he was that good. But listen, the referee did handle his business. He deducted a point from Tyson Fury, who was cheating, holding his head down, holding the guy and hitting at the same time several times. He had to take a point there. Crowd didn't like it, but he had to take a point there. Another thing too was the referee was good. I'm thinking, being a Deontay Wilder fan, I'm thinking the second knockdown when he was knocked down with a body blow, I'm thinking Deontay Wilder tripped over Tyson Fury's foot. Right? No, that's a legitimate knockdown from Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder's footing wasn't together, but that's his problem. Boom, hit him with a good body blow on the way out of there and knocked him down. Right? So that should have counted, and I was thinking something different by watching it the first time. Right? I think Tyson Fury's game plan was awesome. I think he's nuts enough to go in there and execute a game plan from a guy that you was damn near knocked out from. You felt his power, but to come in there and come forward and handle your business like that was awesome for Tyson Fury to do so, right? And so if nothing is wrong with his gloves, that's an awesome effort. Tyson Fury did what he had to do, and I seen him doing that against Vladimir Klitschko. The mind games before that fight with Vladimir Klitschko had Vladimir Klitschko in a passive position. His whole demeanor was passive, thinking that this guy was going to come with some punching power just because he's big. He forgot altogether that Tyson Fury doesn't have punching power. That was the mind games before the fight. So Tyson Fury is a fighter from the beginning to the end. Once you sign on the dotted line to fight Tyson Fury, the mind games begin all the way to after the fight. And that's a part of it. And Tyson Fury has that in his game. Got to give it to him, right? So that was awesome. What Tyson Fury was able to do in this game, in this match, I thought it was great. But Deontay Wilder's chin was also on display. Deontay Wilder could have quit a lot earlier than that. He didn't quit to the very end. That's why I roll with Deontay Wilder. The man's a warrior. We see that. He's a lot lighter than everybody he's fighting, knocking people out, and going forward, which he doesn't have to do. I think Deontay Wilder has the athleticism to stay on the outside. He will have the respect in the right hand to where people won't come in there reckless. I think that's what he should probably be doing on Tyson Fury. But Tyson Fury going to outweigh him 30, 40 pounds, so he's trying to get in there and just hold him and maul him. He was in maul mode. So let's see how they was going forward. I thought the fight was good. I just can't get past the cheating. I need some closure there, so I can just go ahead and give Tyson Fury his props. If there was nothing wrong with the glove, Tyson Fury will get props like he was getting before. Remember, Tyson Fury is the guy that, with Adrian Broner and who else? Adrian Broner and Amir Khan, that when I hear their name and they get to talking, whatever. Been saying that 2.5 years. It is what it is, because they have these antics, everything except fighting. But when he get in the ring, he still handled his business against Deontay Wilder. It was a good game plan, and you needed somebody nuts enough to go in there and do that. So let's see what happens if there's any closure there. If something happens, if nothing happens with the gloves, then the awesome performance from from Tyson Fury, and a pretty good damn performance under the conditions and the circumstances from Deontay Wilder, showing that chin and showing that heart. So that's what I got on that fight. You should rewatch it yourself. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.